Maybe I just wanted to quickly thank you for making this a very, very interesting job. We did not write this statement. This was a collective effort. We got, I think, about 25 people contributed in one way or another to the text and language to this statement. We have tried to faithfully represent all of them and hope that, well, about maybe 1 or 2 dozen words remained unchanged. Everything else came up over the course of the past 2 days. Here is what we made of it. Water and heritage, protecting deltas, heritage helps. Saving the urbanizing deltas of the world will be one of the most important critical challenges for the sustainable future of humankind. Increasing population density and exposure to water-related hazards puts the rich cultural heritage in the world's deltas at high risk, especially due to climate change affecting flood and drought patterns, groundwater and sea levels, pollution, and the frequency and intensity of disasters. Human ingenuity and the capacity to learn from heritage across cultures helped coping with water hazards in the past. It is key to improving health and well-being in the present, and it will determine a sustainable and equitable future for all. Societies and professional communities related to water, heritage, and spatial planning alike are challenged to adapt to these realities. For a world struggling to find sustainable strategies to address new uncertainties, heritage helps by providing valuable examples of successful and not so successful decisions and actions, allowing us to better understand the dynamic relationship between society, water technologies, and governance. At the same time, water management offers essential technologies to protect World Heritage sites threatened by natural disasters and environmental change in vulnerable regions on the banks of rivers, low-lying deltas, river mouths, and coastal regions. UNESCO affirms the connection between heritage, water, and sustainable development through its programs, the Conventions on World Heritage, Intangible Heritage, and Underwater Heritage, and declarations on responsibilities towards future generations and on culture for sustainable development, as well as in its climate change strategy. The conference Protecting Deltas, Heritage Helps, convened by ICOMOS Netherlands from 23rd to 28th September 2013 in Amsterdam, brought together more than 100 water, heritage, and planning experts from over 20 countries to share innovative strategies on heritage protection and water management, to build and promote linkages within and between communities, and identify opportunities for related heritage to contribute towards safe and sustainable communities in delta regions. The conference finds that water, land, and societies are constantly evolving. Water-related heritage is, therefore, dynamic by nature. Management is management of change. Many water-related heritage sites are still in use. They epitomize the need to adapt, to find new functions and interpretations for heritage based on principles of flexibility, robustness, and resilience. Profound understanding of historical continuity and context is an essential source of information and inspiration for adaptive water management. Successful water heritage management requires understanding of the functions and questions of water management. Successful strategies to create attractive, sustainable, and resilient cities for the future fully integrate heritage management, water management, urban and spatial planning. Heritage is a valuable asset where it is a source of pride and appreciation for living communities. Safety measures to prepare societies for the effects of climate change will work best where they are combined with improving city landscapes and respect heritage and the social context. Third, the societal desire for sustainability has found its expression in spatial planning, but the relation between heritage development and sustainability is still in its infancy. Spatial planning plays a key role in connecting the insights offered by engineers, archaeologists, historians, ecologists, and landscape architects to communicate the links between water, society, and heritage to policymakers, professionals, and the public, and actively involve stakeholders in participatory decision-making processes. Finally, awareness raising and capacity development are key to integrate water, heritage, and planning. In some parts of the world, relatively recent advances in water technology created flood protections and safe water supplies too easily taken for granted. Heritage plays a crucial role in reminding societies that we have to keep redefining our relationship with water. Connecting existing knowledge and fostering broad integration into capacity development and education will support the institutional transformation needed. Recognizing the ongoing and accelerating threats of water to human societies and the importance of heritage for water management, the conference calls upon governments, intergovernmental organizations, the corporate sector, and civil society to ensure adequate and concrete actions and recommends to promote linkages and mutual benefits of water for heritage and heritage for water between international and national NGOs, national and local governments, the civil society, and relevant international and national organizations, including UNESCO, ICOMOS, UNFCCC, and UNESDR. Foster active exchange and dissemination of related knowledge and experience between governmental, non-governmental, private, and research organizations, including UNESCO, ICID, IWHA, C40, ICOMOS, IWA, and WBCSD. Stimulate partnerships between these organizations and develop collaborative capacity development programs on favorable concepts and solutions. Third, stimulate in the development and use of international, national, and regional strategies to protect and conserve natural and cultural heritage sites from floods, droughts, and other water-related disasters. This includes risk mapping for water and heritage, sharing of relevant information, early warning systems, protective measures, risk-spreading measures including insurances, adaptation measures, and even evacuation plans. Fourth, acknowledge the importance and ensure the involvement of civil society and local governments as the primary owners and caretakers of heritage in the development and preparation of related policies, strategies, and plans. Fifth, share and exchange relevant information on water risks for heritage through multiple communication channels, including new media. Developing combined digital maps, including water and heritage information, in particular, will help raise the awareness of water experts, decision makers, and the public about historical roots of water management, and similarly raise the awareness and appreciation of the risks that rising and falling water levels pose for heritage. Sixth, advocate the importance and value of heritage for water development in international and regional fora. The World Water Forum #7, networks like C40, and organizations like the UN, ICID, IWHA, and IWA for water, human development, and urban development. Advocate the importance of water management and urban planning in ICOMOS, including its General Assembly 2014 in Florence, to recognize the dynamic character of water-related heritage, to value tangible and intangible benefits, to acknowledge heritage as objects and concepts. Support the integration of heritage-related issues into international standards and guidelines for water management and climate change adaptation. And finally, explore options to charge a team of experts under the joint supervision of UN Water, ICOMOS, and EUCN to elaborate the relations and mutual benefits of water for heritage and heritage for water as a decisive action towards universal recognition of heritage for water and vice versa.
Well, thank you very much, Alan. I hear no boo. That's great. That's great. Thank you.